Hello everyone. Okay, so another short video, this time on the SSL. We've built a lot of checks in so that when using GridPane SSL function, you can't possibly run into the resource limits that Let's Encrypt put on you or have your domain blacklisted. Unfortunately, it means that if things aren't right, your DNS settings aren't resolving properly and they're not, the server isn't masked, then it will error out. We can obviously look in the logs, but we're building in more error logging so that you can diagnose these issues yourself with the help.gridpane.com knowledge base. So I'm going to run through a bunch of different domains and show you the different ways that it works, or the different errors that we commonly see. Yes, good. So I've already created some domains. We're not going to use all of these, some are for other testing. But let's look. Serious WordPress.club. Yep, now I'm using DNSME, so I can check my DNS here. We can see that the DNS records are all set. I have my CNAME set. Serious WordPress.club. Yeah, it's all resolving, so this should be fine, yeah. Enable an SSL. And we're off to the races. Right now it's doing a DNS check. And then it does a Let's Encrypt dry run check, and before it finally issues the certificate. And there we have it. We have our SSL certificate enabled. We can see it on the front end. All good. Yes, excellent. I'm going to stop this video as I go through. So in the first step we showed an SSL working. Yeah, that's all well and fair, but really this video is about showing you the errors. So we've got another domain here. We're going to use anexampledomain.com. I know it has no DNS resolving to it at the moment, so let's have a look at what happens when we try to enable that. So it does its checks, and then we get this error. So now we've got these error coding. Error code 911, DNS not fully resolved for anexampledomain.com. Now these error codes are in the knowledge base. So if we put in 911, not 9111, just 911, you'll see you've got an error code, and actually we've got the tutorials where the error code fits. So let's look at this first. Add an SSL certificate to a GridPane site. At the bottom of the tutorials, or articles with error codes, we have a list of all the error codes that you might get for that. So this is a 911. Initial DNS record resolution check failed during SSL. It gives you some information so you can diagnose things yourself and choose what actions to take. Obviously we're here for you in support, but sometimes you might have to wait a bit of time, and this might help you. Okay. When you do speak to us, we go and check the logging. So this is what the logging would show you for that attempt. Okay, enabling SSL, this is the server IP, and then we can see that it's not resolving. Okay, so the SSL fails. We've got the error codes and we've got the logging on the server. This should be enough for us to work out what's going on and fix things. Excellent. So let's look at another error code that's actually quite common that you're probably going to come across. I've got it set up here with this domain. So another example domain.com. Yes, more exciting domain names. Let's try the SSL. And this time we've got a 911.1. It's related to the last one, but it's a DNS record conflict. Again, easy enough to search. And it just lets you know that yes, your DNS records are resolving, and some are resolving correctly, but others are not resolving. Another thing we can do again is to check in the logs. And here you can see that our A record is resolving to a different IP address to our www record. And obviously if we try to enable an SSL certificate with Let's Encrypt now, it would fail and you would lose one of your chances in your weekly quota. And one of the things that we really want to do is protect you from that, protect your domain reputation. Okay, We've got one more error that I want to look at actually after this, which is probably the most common. So we'll be back shortly. So we've got one more error message I want to look at for SSL in this video, and it's really quite a common one, and one that many people have open support tickets about. It's generally quite easy to resolve. So I have this domain here, yet another example.com. Yep, I can see that my IP address is here, and if I go to the site, it loads. You'd think the DNS was resolving. So let's turn on the SSL and see what happens. Okay, we've got the error code 911. DNS not fully resolved, but we can see the site is up. If I check the log, we can see what's up. Okay, and this is the clue that Robert, Patrick and I would always have to see. So here's our server IP, and we've got these two other completely different IPs. And those IPs belong to, yes, that's right, Cloudflare. So here, when you have the orange cloud on, this means that you are masking your DNS. It provides you DNS and HTTP proxy, CDN, which also provides you DDoS protection. And that's fantastic. And it works with GridPane and GridPane SSL. But you need to turn the cloud orange after you've already provisioned your SSL with GridPane. You might ask us, why is that? And it's just so we can support you. Make them grey. Now, we could probably make it work with orange clouds, but the problem would be in debugging and providing support. You know that this setting is correct. I can see this setting is correct when I'm in Cloudflare, but I have no idea what setting is behind your Cloudflare when all I can see is the Cloudflare IP address. So really, it's just a case of process. We actually have documentation on this, step-by-step guide, and if you follow these steps, it's very easy, and you'll end up with, you know, Cloudflare DDoS protection, Cloudflare SSL, and Origin Server SSL. I've also made a separate video that takes you through it step-by-step, so that you shouldn't have any real problems with it. But that's it, really. They're the most likely error codes you're ever going to see. We've actually got some other error codes for certbot dry runs and certbot SSL errors, but you'll probably only ever see them if there's problems or outages with Let's Encrypt. But they're there just so we can easily diagnose that. Okay, if you have any other questions, you know where to find us. Just reach out to us in Intercom. Have a nice day.